Okay, so I had an agent who asked me to create kind of like a follow-up. So let's say that you added something on your agent to-do board and you really needed to do this by, let's say March 3rd. Okay, that's the deadline for this. But if this is not marked completed or done by the due date, they wanted a reminder to be sent out saying, hey, you didn't do this, you need to do it, right? Okay, so we're going to say when this comes on the board, we're going to mark as working on it. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to automate, and I'm going to do add new automation. And I'm going to say when the date arrives, okay, so when, let's see, I would probably do it when on that date. If it's due on March 3rd and it hasn't been marked completed, or maybe I'll do one day after, I think. One day after, if it's not done, whatever you would want it to be, one day after at 9 a.m., it's not done. And the status is not done. Okay, so one day after that March 3rd deadline arrives and the status is not done, then we want to, you could either notify or you could send an email. So you could notify, hey, whoever the assignee is, so this in this case it would be the agent, this item name is marked as whatever, working on it. And so I think that's good. I want to leave it just like that. I like what they've written. So I'm going to do done. Oops. And I'm going to notify me. Okay. Why is this? I think I have to just copy. Oh. Okay. Hey, agent. I'm going to have to redo this. That's going to be the item's name. So it's going to be like, on my board, it was John Fritz's dad is not marked complete, and this was due yesterday. Please get this done ASAP. All right, so there is my notification. So one day after the date column arrives, and if the status is not done, then you're going to notify Angela, and I've completed the little notification message. So I'm going to create that automation. So now I'm going to name it. Just so I know that that one's the deadline has passed one. So now if I put a date in here, if there's a date in here in this date column, and if the item is still sitting there after that date passes and it has not been marked done, then you will get a notification on all of these that you have not done it and you need to get it done. So moral of the story, don't put a deadline in there unless there really is a deadline. Like a lot of mine, I just need to get it done. There's not necessarily a deadline. So, but if there is a deadline and you want to remember it and you want to make sure you don't pass it, then put the deadline in there. So now, if March 3rd comes and I have not marked this as done, I will get a notification on March 4th that says, you've missed this, you need to get it done. Now, if that doesn't work to do it on March 4th, you could say the day of that it's due, hey, you need to get this done, it's due today. That would be a good way to set up the automation as well. And you can do that by just going here and changing that to when the date arrives at 9 a.m. That's going to notify you that, hey, you got to get that done. Okay, so that is how you do that. Tip of the day.